So one of the things was becoming a mother. I wanted to make sure that because the Shule wasn't open by that time. My first son was born in 2012, and so by then the Shule had closed. A lot of the Shules around the city had closed, and those opportunities to network weren't really there anymore. And the opportunities for education wasn't there. There was a few, are still standing soldiers, Al Line and the Shrine, and there were some places like that. But even our Quaba Center, I think, had closed at that point. And so what I began doing is just looking for opportunities to just volunteer, just, informally and sporadically, honestly. And so D-Town Farm was one of the first places I went, and that's where we did our...
Let's stop there.
Yeah.
D-Town Farm. What was it about D-Town Farm that brought you there?
I would say without the history of knowing about Malik and Mama Hanifa and all of the soldiers that are over there, it was the red, black, and green logo. It was the talks about self-determination, sustainability, and I knew I wanted my son to be I wanted him to understand that part of our resiliency.
Yeah. So D-Town Farm, as people know, plot of land that is shared amongst many people in a farm 4D, where a lot of collards, a lot of kale, but a lot of work too. So if you ever feel as though, if you ever feel like rolling up your sleeves and getting down, that's a place you can get down. But great food. And good synergy, because it's many other people that have connected there and volunteered too. Because that's one thing about D-Town Farms. When I hear a lot of people say is when you talk about meeting people where you're at, if you got a day to give, if you got a week to give, if you got 5 years to give, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not it's not something that you're gonna walk over to the back and then you got to fill out 30 forms and then submit this and submit it back.
You just show up as you are.
Exactly. So even that energy. So I'm sure, was it one of those things where you went one day, kind of saw it, and came back and saw it a little bit more, and then?
No, I've been hearing about it, and D-Town, but more specifically Detroit Black Food Security Network. They were also separating a little bit more from D-Town and becoming more organized in terms of fighting policy-wise and fighting just not on a different level per se, but just in a different arena. And so that's how we were able to get the food co-op. And I think you can still buy into the food co-op. I think they're still building it, but
it's coming together. First, rest in peace, charity. My last interview with Bob Malik, he spoke a little bit about what's going to happen with that, where it becomes the tangibleness, because it connects with our people differently. Instead of being such conceptual, touching, it just changes the vibe and energy with our people.
It does. Tangible, pragmatic solutions is what we need, for real. So volunteering out at D-Town Farm, Baba Malik allowed me to be able to do a Juneteenth event, which attendance was like nothing, because I was not an event planner or nothing. It was just something I wanted to do. And with that, I was able to just continue to volunteer for various organizations. I volunteer for We the People Detroit with Mama Monica Lewis Patrick and Miss Deborah Taylor. And it was, once I hit that point, that's when I became involved in environmental justice, because they were fighting hard. The success that I was seeing Mama Monica Lewis Patrick have with the youth, the way it resonated with me as being a new mother and having issues with water shutoffs, the dedication she gave, the fierceness she had, in the strategic way she was able to develop her campaigns, I admired so much. And so I volunteered there for a minute,